Ready to have some fun.
Ready to have some fun.
All right. Well, here we are. Deb, it was fun.
It was fun.
It was really fun. I guess, I don't know, how do you want to describe our trip?
Fly by the seat of our pants.
Yes, definitely. For the first time in years, a fly by the seat of our pants type of trip. Didn't know where we were going to stay as we went night to night. Didn't know how many nights we were going to stay as we went night to night. So took out from Helena, Montana, and went all the way to
Sedona, Arizona.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit further, I guess, with Cottonwood. I think maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
further.
or the Camp Verde.
Yeah.
I think it was the furthest south we were, and then kind of worked our way back up. How many different places did we hit along the way? I mean, I was just trying to think. It was a ton, and that's what all of this is all about. We've had this little used furniture shop now for about 9 months here in Helena, Montana. I mentioned in the previous video, we've had our eBay store now for about 3 years though, and now we're just kind of taking it social and taking you on our adventure of all the things that we get to go do. And this is all our adventure. We're going to go through this bag by bag and maybe find out where we found this and talk to you about a little bit about our adventures. Deb, you got a piece right in front of you.
Oh, there you go. I'd also just like to say too that
sorry, I'm that way. I'm just ready to jump in. Go ahead.
We did things on the trip, went to places that we have never been before. On the way back, we ended up, of course, in Park City, Utah. We are there probably once at least every 6 months. We love it there. Not skiing people, but we do love Park City, Utah for totally other reasons. And the shopping experiences also down within Salt Lake City that we've also enjoyed over the years, which, you know, we have been purchasing things from the thrift shops in Salt Lake for a very long time for eBay. And just about like a year or two ago, we added Poshmark. So that's the other side. That's mostly my side. I haven't put any really hard goods onto Poshmark. I kind of felt like I should just keep that more on the clothing side. And now that we are doing this more full time, we definitely have added a lot more clothing. So,
and I need to say one other thing. What our eBay store is. You can find us at Boomerang Antiques and Toys. That's how we've been doing business now for about 3 years, and now we get to blow it up even bigger. And this is what it's all about. So,
and go ahead. I was going to say, and our furniture store in Helena, Montana is just called Helena's Used Furniture Store. We're about 2,000 square feet. It ended up being a lot more vintage than what we expected just because of our location to some older communities and being able to go and pick those houses at estate sales and just garage sales and whatnot around our area has been amazing. We find some fabulous things in what I call some like granny chic houses. They have been amazing. We find just amazing things, and we've partnered with a few people that actually do the estate sales, and we've been able to go in sometimes a little bit early to grab some of the larger pieces so that they have room for the estate sale people to come in, because it's grannies throwing elbows in these places. I have to say, I don't know, it's pretty crazy sometimes.
Can be.
Keith's been doing it for years, and I have just started in the last 9 months of doing the estate sales, and I have to say that is definitely a learning experience that maybe I wasn't quite ready for, or believed that, you know, grannies threw elbows at that point. But yeah, definitely.
Watch out for them. Watch out for those grannies. Didn't run into a whole lot of grannies on this one. We did end up hitting our first ever bin for Goodwill bin. That was an experience we'll talk about as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about it too. We got accused of stealing things within there, which was fabulous. We did not record anything inside the bins as it was our first time, and you'll see a little video of before we go in. But yeah, that was an experience in its own. Never been accused of stealing people's things, but
First time for everything.
First time, but it resolved itself. It was fine. She was fine. But yeah, so here we go.
Here we go. I can't wait for this, man. This was a great adventure. Deb was grabbing things. I was grabbing things. Sometimes we were showing each other what we had found, but this will be kind of like reopening that treasure chest and going back through it. Like I said, Deb, I tried to surf you right towards it right to begin with, but let's go start going through some of this stuff.
Oh, sure. Well, this larger piece sitting right in front of me, we got this out of Park City, Utah. There is a Christian center that has a thrift store up there. They actually have multiple locations, one in Heber. They have a couple in Park City, and they also have, or is that just the 3 right now? Anyway, but they get great stuff because people in that area are also donating. What I like to look for when we are doing the thrifting part, besides the clothing part, because I do love that, are the handmade pieces. I like the studio pottery. I like anything that is a little bit different in that way. So we did find this piece right here. This is a handmade piece, studio piece. She's not signed, but just gorgeous, gorgeous work on it and a beautiful color. And basically,
did it have one marking on it though? You said as well.
I don't know if I saw the marking on this one,
Okay.
or else if it was on a different piece.
Another piece, yes.
Yeah, another large piece that we also got from that same store that day. So yeah, so like I said, I like the handmade things, and going down to Sedona, I probably had hoped that we'd find maybe just a little bit more of that, but I did learn about certain things while we were going through the galleries there. So, which is also another great, I think, resource is if you're in an area, and I love art, so I'm always going to go into galleries, and especially in the handmade part of that, in the pottery, you can learn a little bit more about what the, like down in Sedona, the Native Americans that are down there that are making things, a lot of the items that they make have a story. So when we went into some of the galleries, I was asking questions about what they meant and everything. And then I'll show it a little later, but I did find a little piece that was reminiscent, I believe, of that same tribe that we found when we were in Sedona. So I was pretty excited to find it at a thrift store for $3. So
I was excited I didn't break it because I had my own experiences going through the thrift store and thought I was going to get kicked out. No, it's a nice experience, but I was like an elephant in a china shop. My goodness gracious.
But the lady was super sweet.
She was fantastic. Deb, this is one that we actually looked up some comps on, and yeah, I figured you could show that one next. So
these are Ray and Dunn. I haven't really picked up a lot of Ray and Dunn items. Personally, they're not our style, but then I've been following some people and just seeing how they do their picks, and also I call it my research, so that I can see what y'all are doing out there also, so that I know maybe some items that I'm not used to in our area. We live in a very small community. Our whole area, not just our town, is about 30,000 people. So we may not get a lot of the things that when we go to larger locations and cities that
metropolitan
we can find.
Areas, yeah.
Exactly. So with these two right here, we found these at the Restore up in Park City, Utah. And yeah, we did some comps on these, and I think that we figured out that these probably sell between like
$25-$30,
yeah,
I think, for the set.
So. Yeah, so but they're super cute, his and hers.
Christmas edition, I guess, from Ray and Dunn when we looked them up. So
yeah. So yeah. So I mean, just something small like this. These were about $1 a piece. And I did realize that depending on the area that you're in, and some of you might already know this, that if it is a true thrift store that is a nonprofit, you don't pay sales tax. We're in Montana, and we're one of the 2 states, I think, that are left that do not have sales tax. So we don't always think about that. But I did realize when we do go to nonprofits in Utah, at least, I'll have to look at the receipts for Arizona, but that you don't pay sales tax at those locations. Now, if it is a for-profit thrift store, I believe we were paying sales tax when we would, I think it was Savers that we did pay sales tax on that. Yeah. So just a little tidbit there. But yeah, so I mean, like $1 a piece, and that we can possibly get between $20 and $25 probably for these. We'll probably list them right around that $24.99 or whatnot on
Yeah.
there. But yeah, no, they're super good. Good shape. We always look at that. We clean everything up before we send it out, also. So.
Deb, you're always better about where we find things, but this, I could not resist. I mean, I don't know, maybe it's the little boy in me. I don't know if you can see it, but it's all like swirly black, like almost magic 8-ball, pewter colored. Someone's going to enjoy this. I don't know how much it'll list for, probably 20, 25 bucks, but this is going to be a cool piece. Deb, where did I find this? Do you remember?
I think you got that at the bins.
I thought so.
Yeah, which I thought was crazy, but yeah.
Isn't that the coolest thing? I mean, pretty tall. I mean, you could almost use it as a cane. But no, it's your staff, so you can.
Do you know what it's from? Did you look yet?
I looked. It wasn't specific to anything. There's no trademarking on it that I could find.
If you guys know,
yeah,
leave us a comment. Sometimes we can't find things. So if you know what this is from, it's fabulous, or it's a dud. I don't know. Keith loves it. If it's a dud, it might just end up in his personal collection.
If nothing else, maybe my son would like this too. Yeah. So anyway, the staff, it may be available. Where are we going next, Deb? Grab a bag, grab something else. You want to grab that piece?
Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome. This is cool. This is cool. Coming into frame.
So yeah, so this little guy right here, this is also Studio Pottery. We found this the same place at the Christian Center in Park City, Utah. They have a boutique there, so it is a little bit higher priced at the one that's in the outlet mall. But that's a new location for them. I believe that they opened a couple years ago, and it's been great. It's set up more like a boutique. It's super cute and adorable. Definitely worth going if you're in the area. They do run specials. They have most of the places that we go to now that run, you can put your phone number in and you get points. So we did save a lot of money on this trip by utilizing the points that we've accumulated. And because we do know that we go to Utah a lot for our sourcing, that we always make sure that we're putting our number in to get those points, because we're going back. So even right now, we probably have another $20 in points just sitting down there for us, because we continue to buy with the points that they give us. So.
Oh, really quick too, shout out to Loves and to Maverick too, because we signed up for the gas rewards on the way down and back,
which saving some money. Now.
Yeah, we all need those savings. Sign up for that as well.
Exactly. So. And I just a little tidbit on Loves. Okay, so at one point in my last 4 years of career of working for another company, I did travel and I drove, and I actually loved going into Loves because they acknowledge everyone that walks in. It made it feel way less sketchy than some of the gas stations as a female going in there, is that they're paying attention. So, and we have a friend that works for that company too, on the East Coast. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So fun stuff. Loves. We love Loves.
We love Loves.
Great gas station. Don't feel like you're intimidated. Always welcomed, and clean facilities.
Exactly.
And we'll talk about the food maybe later. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I got this piece. This is marked. I'm not sure. Turn it around. So it does have a marking right here. These birds are fabulous, though. There's 3 on the top. Oh, here, I guess make sure I'm in frame here.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good.
Their eyes are shiny.
I'm going to zoom in.
Yeah, they have like little shiny eyes. It's great. I love it so much. All the texture, the colors are very muted, kind of browns and some light blues. Yeah, so just one more piece that basically it was kind of up by the front when we were going to go pay, and it just kind of jumped out at me. And sometimes I just wonder how things survive getting donated and then actually getting put out on the floor. So this one with its little tiny beaks and everything like that, I was kind of surprised, but wow. I love this. I'm sure I'll list it as of right now, I don't have a spot to put it for my personal collection. Otherwise, she'd probably end up there. So.
Deb, I really like this, so I can zoom in on you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to just kind of keep on going, I might be behind camera for a second.
Okay.
I'm not that pretty anyway.
Whatever.
More people should look at you.
And
just grab
especially
it.
Today after how many days of traveling?
Oh my goodness. Well, what, about 8 hours and a snowstorm to go through in order to get home?
Yeah, it was pretty wiggly on the way back. But hey, I'm saying Arizona, 95 degrees in it was March.
Yeah, it was March.
Was amazing. We got to warm up now. We're here today, getting our shop warm back up today because it's a very cold shop. It used to be, I think, a giant refrigerator.
Yeah, there used to be their meat freezer areas where I'm actually sitting. So yes. What do you got?
So a lot of times we do grab things that are for Alaska, just because we have our followers who end up actually liking the Alaska things. So yeah, just a nice little colorful little piece for Alaska there.
All right, so moose and a bear and the state of Alaska, all in that colorful colors. That's cool.
Exactly. And you know, we got this one for $3. I think this one was the Restore also. We did not find that much at the Restore this time. We found some fabulous things for our shop in the past, but I have to say, some of the shops that we went to this time were not as great. And I don't know if we just hit it at an earlier time of year where people really haven't started their decluttering, spring cleaning situation. I know that we were looking at, we'll probably go back again in about a month or so. Just my personal self wondering with them losing
Sundance Film Fest.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was gonna go with maybe people moving in and out of the area, maybe donating more things here shortly, maybe. I don't know. But then we just saw on the way home that Shaun White was going to be taking over and putting in some like huge, half pipe? Yeah, up where they used to do the
Sundance Film Fest.
Yeah.
But it was also on April 1st, so I do want to research to make sure that we're not
was it April 1st?
It was April Fool's Day, so who knows? It could have been a big joke, but maybe
no, that would be super sad because I was really excited.
I know. I thought about that after the fact. I was like, "Oh no!" But anyway, yeah, kind of Sundance Film Festival, no longer in Park City, Utah. I
could be totally wrong.
Oh, who knows? But hopefully, if nothing else, Shaun White, maybe it's something you should think about. Regardless, you know, you never know what'll tickle. Let's go into that bag.
Oh, what's in the bag?
I don't know what's in the box. What's in the box?
Oh. So this is a nice little Free People cardigan that we got also at the Christian place. Their normal price on this was $20, which I don't usually like to spend that much on a piece unless it's something totally fabulous. I am totally a Free People person. I love the brand and their clothing. This one was on sale because it's been really warm lately. So they had all their cardigans for $5. So a great deal for a Free People piece for $5. So yeah.
Is it going to be on Poshmark or is this yours? That's the question. That will be the question.
I have a giant pile. Not on this trip, but in Bozeman, Montana, there is a new thrift store, new-ish, I guess, thrift store. They renamed and moved, but it's called Wild River Thrift, and they have been great for their prices on their clothes, and the brands have been really like spot on. So I do have a few little videos from there, but also still trying to figure out how to record while I'm trying to shop. So I don't usually get a lot of content yet. So
yeah, we're learning. It's new for us. Like I said, really kind of just want to share with you guys our fun trips that we get to go on. Love to get some comments. If you see anything that you like, or if you have any questions or anything, that'd be fun. You want this?
Yeah. So, like I said before, we are not skiing humans. Okay.
Just slide them in. You can pick them up.
But we go to skiing locations. So we were in Heber City, and they had just giant bins of really good quality and used ski boots. So this is my test for myself. Uh, I actually thought about it later because I think we're gonna do a whatnot also eventually. And I could have totally just bought like 100 pairs of these ski boots because they were like $5 a piece. And I know that shipping on these are gonna cost more. So but I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. We'll try one pair. These are a Solomon women's pair. So, but they're kind of small just because well, like I said, I don't ski, so I don't know how they run their sizes. For the Solomon, these are a 23. So I'm seeing probably less, maybe a size 7. I'm not sure. Did you look when you looked?
I did. I didn't look at the size equivalent. It was listed. You told me it was listed as a 23, which did look like a smaller size. I was trying to find out. This is an X Pro. It looks like there's a few different versions, but regardless, I think a good value at $5. They're gonna they're gonna make someone happy with the way we'll in great condition too for being in just a little $5 bin. I mean, they'll clean up nice. They'll clean up nice.
Definitely.
So more research as far as I don't know the 23 size, but
and we don't know skiing stuff either. So also, I mean, if you guys are like, oh, you have to look for this brand, let us know because we might go back there in the next month or so, and who knows, maybe all the ski boots are $1, and then I need to like get a trailer and load up all the bins of ski boots and just come back to Montana and start a ski boot shop, I guess, next door to the used furniture store.
Who knows?
But they also had a lot of helmets. So I kind of went through the bins and just looked to see what were the best shaped ones, nothing that looked like they had a hard hit or anything like that. All of their helmets and all of their ski goggles were $2 also. The goggles, not in as great a shape, looked like they had better days, so I didn't grab any of those. But this was one of the best ones that I saw for the helmets, and not, like I said, a brand that I even know. It's called Ecstatic, I believe. I think we looked these up. They're probably worth about $20, but I got it for $2. So
yeah.
And then I also told Keith while we were there, the ski stuff that I purchased, might sit until next fall also. But I got a pair of Oakley men's ski pants. They're an extra large. I mean, yeah, actually, if we get these posted, it is snowing right now. I got these for $5 because, like I said, they're marked down all of their ski stuff. And these like almost look brand new, like maybe only out like 1 or 2 times because even the bottoms are in really good shape. And then the women's, these are an extra small. Yeah, I know. It could be the same lady because, little feet and tiny lady. So these are a North Face. These are an extra small, but they seemed in really good condition for being white even. So, and I looked, and I mean, potentially, hopefully still, like next year, unless somebody wants to purchase them this year, I'd say they'll probably sell around $40-ish. And, I could be totally wrong on the prices, but when I looked up these Oakley men's extra large ones, right in the last 90 days, the sold comps on these were running about, I saw some for like 80 up to $120
wow.
and $5, so, and these are, like I said, almost in brand new condition, maybe only out on the slope, maybe one time, probably because this year was like, bad for skiing.
At least in the West. I don't know how it is for anybody you on the East Coast or anything like that, but the West has been a drought, to say the least. Actually, I was watching that. Montana is actually doing better than most. But
oh wow! And we even closed a little early. Bridger did.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think this just goes to show, after doing it for like 3 years, sometimes you got to venture out and try different things. Like Deb said, we'd never really done anything in the ski realm. We go to Park City and we don't go there to ski. I think we both have been maybe skiing once in our life, and that's when we were ye teenagers. So, but yeah, sometimes you have to go out. You have to try something different. You got to adventure out and see what's possible. So we'll see what's possible with ski equipment. If you guys have any thoughts around that, jump in. You want to, I'm going to reframe this before I bring it into frame.
Okay.
This is Deb's, like, I think, little investment is probably the best way to put it. These are super cool. And we paid a little bit more.
Oh yeah.
So, and you'll see that.
And I can't even remember now the name of the thrift that we were at. It was a local place in Cottonwood, Arizona. But I paid up on these guys, $50 a piece on these. But they did come with like their little, it says the artistry of Ken Fallon. And so basically it just kind of goes over who he is and everything. So I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done a lot of the research on this yet. But this one is 55 of 100, and this is not a print. This is actually one of he actually signed this one in pencil. So this is fabulous. So of course we all know who she is. And I just thought that these were really interesting. I'm an art person. I love art just in kind of any regard. So I just loved her. The shape of it is very like heart shaped. I'm sure that once I do a little bit more research on these, we'll find out a lot more about them. So we've got the single of just her in there.
Gotta love Bette Midler, everybody.
No,
right?
No, Barbra Streisand.
Oh, Barbra Streisand. Oops.
I'm all confused now.
Oh my goodness. Sorry.
You're fired.
Well, you didn't say the name, so then you had me out on the.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I did.
On a wing. Thanks. Barbara.
So, and these have been professionally framed. It was by Michaels apparently. So, this one has a few more people in it. So, see, this is why you were saying Bette, because she is in this one.
Oh. Cool.
So we've got like, Woody and Bette, and I still haven't quite figured out who she is, and she's probably important, and I'm not remembering who she is. But yeah, so there's this one.
I want to bring it a little bit closer for everybody.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm kind of zoomed in, but this is a little bit smaller piece. I mean, the characters are smaller, so yeah.
And then this one is 132 out of 150, and it's also signed in, it looks like a graphite pencil. Cool. But yeah, we'll do more, I guess, more research on it just to see what it is. I think I did look at it. I think that they're probably worth about possibly around $100+.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
the one sold comp that we saw didn't have these people in it, but we saw sold comps up to 120, 140, something like that when we went through. We just, again, Deb knows who Barbra Streisand is. I might try to make her Bette Midler. Sorry. Bette Midler over here. But, we thought about just getting the Barbara one. It looked so iconic, and it was just her. And Deb's like, I can't leave the other one. So we bought the pair.
I have to say, in our shop, I don't know if we want to just take a little side track over here.
Yeah.
We found these two pictures, amazingly enough, at an estate sale in Helena, Montana. We are the state capital. So, we do tend to get a few more political things here. So let me just turn off some lights here so that we don't have the reflection so much. But the Bill Clinton.
Well, first I'm going to show this. This is kind of cool too, because this is an original piece. But I'll get over to the... So there's that one.
Yeah, so we found these two pieces for... I can't even remember, maybe like less than $10 a piece, I think. And the frames, I think, are fine. It wouldn't have been something I'd normally have grabbed to look to see what the pictures were. But once I grabbed one, and Keith was standing kind of behind me, and I showed it to him, he's like, oh my gosh. He was like, these are super neat. And then I looked and I saw another frame that matched and pulled it. And so then we ended up having both of the pieces. These ones, I think I could be not thinking correctly, but I'm thinking they're probably worth about like $300+. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, whoops, sorry, $+. Oh, I was thinking each. So basically in our shop, we have them listed for $500. I think that I have them listed for just a little bit more than that because of the fees and everything that goes along with that and the shipping. But yeah, these are amazing. We love them. So these are on our Boomerang Antiques and Toys on eBay.
The cool thing that, again, doing this now for 3 years, doing a little bit more research, um, there's reproductions of these, and then there's originals, and finding out that these were originals made all the difference. That's part of knowing that it's original, is that marking right there, and I forget the name of it. You guys can probably see it, but I'm blind. And that and the size, the actual cutout size. If it was just a reproduction, it's more like a poster size, and these are not just a regular poster size. So these were original pieces, or at one point they were original pieces to advertise for that iconic moment when our president uh, also was a saxophone player and putting on a concert with the Four Tops in Detroit. So I don't know, pretty cool pieces, like Deb said. So
yeah, we're very lucky. I mean, we haven't got to travel the world yet, but other people have. And so I kind of feel like we get to live vicariously through the folks that when we get to have the honor of going through estates, especially if it's for someone who has passed, that, we kind of get a feel for their life and get a feel for who they are. And we've gone to some amazing places, and just some of the vibes that fabulous vibes that we get from some of these houses. We're like, oh my gosh, we totally should have been friends with these humans, because they're very cool and they have really cool things. But yeah, very respectful as we go through people's estates, and very excited to have their things live on. And what we've always told the people who come into our furniture store is that we buy with love. We buy what we love. And when we can, have it in our lives for a moment and then let it go to its, true home. And, then they can love it for even longer than we can. Yep. And granted, some of these pieces end up in our personal collections. But that's okay. And then if we ever want to,
we all do that.
Exactly.
We all do that.
So I don't know if we want to take a little break.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
All right.
Take a little break. Be back. Lots more stuff. I'll give you a shot of lots more stuff before I get out of here. Lots more stuff. Lots more stuff to go over. Deb, thanks.